Okay, oh, wow, that's a very congested server. Okay. There you are. I'm just setting up the chat. There you go. Alright. Alright. So we're back here again with some more. And I hope you watched what happened in the last stream. Because where we left off, well, where it ended was one of the most climactic parts. And one of the parts where it's like, oh, you find out more. Find out how I nearly wanted to try and flirt with Anna. Where am I supposed to go now? Why are all these side quests available now? This doesn't make any sense. Oh no! It stopped the freaking rerun! Wait, did it? Ah, oh, shit! Wait a minute! No! No way! Oh, okay. Fuck! I was about to have a panic attack. I'm about to have. Okay. Oh, okay. I was about to have a fucking panic attack, bro. I was like, what the fuck? There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is precisely where we left off. Where we should have been left off. Okay. I was about to no, because I saw all these side quests. I'm like, huh. In New Game Plus, there's no such thing as side quests. And it's like, oh shoot, the post-dawn trail was about to start. And I'm like, what? Yeah, so, moving on. A flower upon your return. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below, and give us a smooth ride over to the isle. Uh, it is. It's Vena's it's Vena's summon. It's technically what she uses whenever she wants to fly through the air. Climb onto Argos's back, and we can be off. You know, honestly cannot remember the last time he carried anyone but me. This is... Yeah, it's a doggy. Literally, Vana created Argos. And... Well... It's... I guess you could say her mounted summon. It's what she uses to travel, basically. Adorable, admittedly. Argos motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Whee! Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. Honest question, how many times did Mary side-eye you when you were fighting back a flirt? I mean, like I said, Mary did not decide to be with me yet. We just collectively saw Meteon as... Now, what was the name of that tree? Oh, right. Noah something. Noah Teforion. Quite a striking specimen, is it not? We were technically discovering each other. Discovering our feelings. We just knew that we shared a parental protection over Meteon. But if anything, she knew I wanted to try, but I didn't have the luxury to do so with literally the fate of the world at stake.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you.
Yeah. The Echo. Which is her blessing. Her magics, per se.
Come and stand before me.
She's talking to Mary at this point because I do not possess the Echo.
There are two ways to see the past.
She did. She created it.
The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory.
Oh. That's precisely what Mary has been doing this whole time, then.
The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether.
And that's what Mary has done a lot of the time, too.
As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved.
Well, isn't that lovely?
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit.
Well, most of them have been unintentional, which is why the Echo is at random to us.
But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
Meanwhile, I'm only here standing around because I cannot see anything. I can only rely on what Mary has told me.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
In more ways than you know.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
So, what is your opinion? I am inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
No comment. From this point on, I believe it's best that you see what happens for yourself. Any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than to look in Catissus Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in Ethoseletikos, Boreas, the Northern Isle. Oh my gosh, I hate the names here. I wonder, Luxarius, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Catissus itself. I touched upon the practice before, back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. 'Tis there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis' observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the Neos North, Apoeton et Oikos. Motes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Ah, good. The news acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Catissus Hyperborea, I don't know. Borea. I don't know. Blech. We follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. Oh. Whoops. There we go. Look at the local wildlife. Savage little beasts, ain't they? And they're called an Ophoitoros. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility, as we have just discovered. Look who we find again. The ever grouchy motherfucker, and Hythlodaeus. That promise there. Oh wait, did you even say anything new, or? Oh wait, I don't think you did. Nope. Anyways. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, they were talking the whole time. I wasn't... Oh, okay. Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Meteon, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emmett Selk. Oh, at least you're nice to the silver-haired one. Because at least he's nice. But this is a surprise. Emmett Selk wished to pursue him in order to prevent the final days. To prevent the apocalypse. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. Emmett Selk. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which, in turn, leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving the truth, and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that, I am certain. It seems there is more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for your understanding. And you see, this is when we started to respect Emmett Selk. Because we, despite how pragmatic this fucker was, he was still a good person. Savior thinks. I do not say I believed your ridiculous story. But as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence. No matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. And Hythlodaeus sees past the bullshit. He's always been decent. He's just been difficult about it. I technically don't need you. Nothing's a threat to me here, for now. Hunger in the garden. I think the time for leisurely exploration has passed. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. I can see past... There he is, on the next aisle over. Meteon is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We could teleport to Mesopsis Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Da, 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 da. Meanwhile, I don't really need to use the teleporters, but I need to for the sake of the story. So, whee! This appears to be a teleport to Mesopsis Euros. Whoops. Bring me over. There they are. Mesopsis Euros is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a researcher hub. This is largely due to the nature of its observation sites, within which they let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I have also heard tell that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let us just say that no one should live near the Neos, which provide access to a certain facility. That facility that she's talking about is called the Underworld. It's where the most dangerous of creatures that have been created are kept. What you expect? What? You expect me to praise you and your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. Then again, even with you slowing her down, there is no denying that Vana is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics, in any field, frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. Though the singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motives somewhat impenetrable at times. As her student and successor puts it, she is a force of nature, at once so close and at the same time so very distant. Yet regarding your statement of even with me slowing her down, I'm pretty sure you just be a nuisance. Or rather, you just be annoyed as shit because of how close-minded your ass can be sometimes. Anyways. They're close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Luxarius, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps Luxarius can handle them. He did survive a bout with Vana, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Well, I'm technically too powerful now for them, so it does not matter to me. I just need to find them. Oh, right, I forgot. They actually spawn fuckers for me to fight. Wearing a pimp hat. Who's wearing a pimp hat? Oh. Xarius? Where did you come from? And Mary, too. Xarius, Mary, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emmet Selk company. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come. As soon as my work here is finished. I will not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. Good, I can fly out then. Wait, what are you talking about? Who's wearing a pimp hat? I'm sorry, I get lost sometimes on what you say. to swoop in if need be, but it's clear you have faced your fair share of monstrous opponents. What is that ghastly odor? Oh, okay. Sorry. You spoke with Hermes, then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say, smell. I cannot speak for certain convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the Amatselk who would recreate Amarot in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Oh. Jada sent me something for her. Nice. Alright. Sorry, looking at something. When Emmett Silk was talking shit, I said I'd pimp slamp him while wearing a pimp hat. Oh my goodness, of course you would. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone, I hope that that is. Words without sound. Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. Please, please have voice acting. Please. Please. There he is.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Yes.
I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us, who you are, and why you came.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, Distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to Dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates Dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Are you watching, Jin?
May we please be friends?
Meteon. What is it?
Yeah.
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
Even I'm feeling this.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared. So lonely. The pain. It's too much.
Both me and Mary are writhing in the same pain she felt.
Why? Why do we? They hurt. Hurt. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's
Shit.
Gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Shit.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
It's begun.
Are you
Jin.
all right?
You can only bear witness to what will happen, and how it came to be.
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
We can
Of
hear
course.
her.
When communicating without words, Meteion also employs dynamis.
And because ours is quite literally a fraction of what everyone else on Aetheris is, we can hear her thoughts. Loud and
That would
clear.
explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Not only that, she can't leave the island. She can only do so with permission, well, while traveling with Hermes. Why would you haymaker him? He's not the cause of it. And not only that, he tried to help her. I've strained my senses to their limits, but found nothing. You must calm your mind that you might hear it, that you might feel her silent voice. Questing for any hint of Meteion's presence. But it seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No. Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run. To hide. Meteion's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. But something will happen that would, well, that even you'll want to get violent. He sent them out in the stars to try and look for new life. They were already on the cusp of perfecting theirs, so why not stretch further? He did nothing wrong. He was just being a researcher. You strained to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. She must be elsewhere. Greetings and salutations. Uh-oh. One sec. I need to go grab my food. I'm back. And no, she didn't, but this is just the results. All right. Oh. Commencing report. What do you mean kill us both? It's me and Mary down here. I'm just showing you what had happened before I met you guys. Oh no. We can't tell them that. We must run. Run far away. Meteon, wait! Please. Don't follow me. Meteon's English voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. And how do you think I feel? How do you think Mary feels? She wakes up at night thinking about her. Maybe. Trust me. I know, Zin. I know. And risk disturbing the balance of the ethereal sea? Risk destroying the world just to try and bring one child back? Because we both know that's not what Meteon would have wanted to come back to. And that's absolutely not what we want to bring her back to. Unless we bring about the final days part 2. The fuck do you mean once? It wasn't single digits, it was in the triple digits. Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Drifts away to the south. compiling a report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Aetheris. Processing expedition data, preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations, formulating answers to the question, finalizing report. No, Xerius. Mary, you mustn't listen. Come on. Wait. It's wrong. It's all wrong. And he signed a Meteon. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The media are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. Oh no. I suspect something has happened which disturbed its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In Amitia's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteon we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. He's worried. Oh, my dear Meteon. What did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Follow, wonder, stumble, listen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a sure fight of ether? Much how Emmet Selk solidified your presence when we first met you. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Xerius will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once he ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our where familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever. And thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lethe. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Xerius, Mary, and Emmet Selk will be our tracker and trapper respectively. While we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emmet Selk and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Well, as soon as you are partners for the time being, let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Oh, look. Now Emmett Silk is my traveling companion, motherfucker. Sure. At the homies? Because all I see is just you with your, you and Zuki talking about clans and stuff. Oh, you said something. Jin... Jin. I know, but even I knew this. I've been through this already. She's lost to us forever. Like I said, I already knew this. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes. I'll just have to hide then, where no one can find me. Even then, I wish to respect the memory I have of meeting her, rather than risk trying to bring back what she truly is not. Of this job by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. Geronimo, bitch. Legitimately, I really did drag Emmett Silk down the waterfall because fuck him. Not here. I'm not here. Please. By that rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? In the very same manner. You know what's funny? I literally do the exact same thing only because I learned it from watching Emmett Silk. You will hear your report, good or bad. Look serious, Mary? What are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Stay away. I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Oh boy. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. No, I didn't. What's this about? Oh, yes. I remember this. Not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteon's essence. We move on. That noose is actually important for another side story. I guess someone else is participating. And why not? Actually, no. That'd probably reset Emmett Silk. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to go all the way back to reset his ass. There! I see her! Also, even if you say maybe if we had met sooner, you wouldn't have been able to survive in this world. Not at first, and certainly not without my guidance. Most importantly, not without what I would have been able to do for you.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Oi. Don't glare at her, you bitch.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Sorry, Mijion. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry.
This is the truth of what truly happened back then.
If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
This is how it started. Watch.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings.
Just watch.
All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected.
A dead
Dio.
world.
Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified.
Another dead world.
Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence.
Another dead world.
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
Another dead world.
They are all dead.
Yes.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
She watched them kill themselves.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Another dead world.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
You stupid asshole.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then?
But what then?
What answers would she derive from their silence?
Even I could not fault Emixelp for his pragmatism this time. He was entirely correct.
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
A god had murdered his whole world.
Turning a deaf ear, are we?
And then killed himself.
We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain.
Even I did not see this coming.
Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
It wasn't that. It was made of a promise.
What is the meaning of this?
Damn it, Hermes.
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Alright. Jin, it's not a matter of he did this to her if it wasn't his intent. This was the intention the whole time. To get the info he needed. Up to his question. The answer as well. Despite how foolish it was. But he never once treated Meteion any less than a living creature. Listen, all you're doing is just watching what happened in the past. so let's do this. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Caging the messenger. Hermes has headed to Catissus. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop, and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteion is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty is to safeguard this star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Vana, Luxarius, Mary? 'Tis clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteion's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Meteion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all accounts. To Catissus Hyperborea, we go. Alright, this time I'm actually gonna take a party with me. And I will be the tank. You still there, Jin? I don't mind your comments. I prefer knowing that I still have someone to talk to through this. Ah, shit. I wasn't paying attention. What have we here? Excuse me, has something happened in the Psychotissus? Mistress Vana, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Catissus put into a state of alert. Honestly, it's just hard watching. Yeah. It's not gonna get any easier. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. That is Hermes' doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail, exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Catissus scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes, and must enter the premises regardless. That said, so in this dungeon that we're actually about to run, everyone is nerfed to all hell except me and Mary. Because, well, to everyone else here, we're already weak enough. Too weak. Or so they think. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we're not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I have little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You were fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled? Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You all need to only make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I was once Asm, after all. 'Twas my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Emetzelk, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner, if you so choose, yes? Basically saying he's both a DPS and a tank. Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. I should cover us on all fronts. Your tale led us here, Luxarius, Mary, so 'tis only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Meteon. Then we will face the future together. And so... Catissus Hyperborea, now accessible. Well, you're in for something that's rather fun. Bleak as the contents of Meteon's report might be, many could hear it and remain content with their lives. But not Hermes. For him, the veneer of perfection has long been cracked, and it was to the distant heavens he looked for the means to repair it. I understand his anguish after a fashion. My own refusal to return is in opposition to the world's established order. Yet for me, the imperfections only enhance the fragile beauty of our star. I will fight to see it delivered from destruction, warts and all. Well, we're fine as we are. Emetzelk, Hythlodaeus, and Vana. Vana the Old Rounder, Hythlodaeus the Soul Seer, essentially a bard, and Emetzelk, the Third Seed, or in this case, the Black Mage. Well, let's do this. And yes, I'm heavily nerfed now, because I am now left to literally just level 89, I think, or level, yeah, I think level 89, 88. There you go. All right. Before anything else, let's take a look at what I have available. Everything from, all right, Expatian. Okay. That's what was changed. Oh, right. 88. What's... Enhanced Divine Veil. Okay, perfect.
Please, turn back! Else I might be forced!
You could damn well try. It seems he is determined to protect Meteon. Aye. Right bother this is going to be. Oh, shoot. I forgot. Tank stance.
I see you opening.
Have a taste.
Speak off!
Slide through. I'm not entirely useless.
Alright. I'm understanding a pattern once more. With that, we didn't have to put down the creations.
I see you.
So do I.
Have a taste! I'm in your debt.
Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, I guess I actually have to take this one group at a time, or else I'll overwhelm the NPCs. I was hoping that I could actually still do this with higher forms of NPCs, but I guess not.
I see
Have
you.
a taste!
I see you opening.
Have at you!
I see you opening.
Oh dear, this fellow seems disinclined to let us pass. Then we have no choice but to force our way.
Out of my way!
Promising concept. Of course, SLJ is speaking of promising concept.
Hope this works.
Have at you!
I'm not entirely useless. Fly true. I see you opening.
Oh my goodness.
I see you opening.
Have at you!
I warn you. Stay away.
I see you opening. This may stick.
of my way.
Dead ass, bro.
This may sting.
Well, jumping me and Mary. Meanwhile, we have to act like decoys so that the others aren't getting pecked to death. Just so you know, me and Mary are running 2 tank classes. I'm running Paladin. She's running Dark Knight. This is how it's been constantly this whole time.
I see you opening.
Yeah. If anything, Mary finds it hard to put down the Dark Knight's blade. She does change to what's necessary for what's best for the occasion. Well, for the situation. But she feels more comfortable with Dark Knight.
Have at you!
No, she doesn't exactly have a... If she did, then she'd be offended by her own chocobo, bro.
Have at you!
If I'm so serious. If she did have a distaste for big birds, she would have had a distaste towards her own mount, which she literally cared for and brought with her throughout her entire journey.
Have a taste!
Not really. Considering she can literally just shoot them down with with beams made of darkness, bro.
Have a taste!
Oh, and remember how you said earlier about those fuckers being Hydras? Yeah, no, this is the real Hydra. Although if you lop a head off, it won't grow it back. It's just annoying. No accounting for taste. Goodness me, what manner of thinking is behind this? Oh, so you can't post his managerial prowess. Of course you were.
Out of my way.
Uh-oh.
Mine is the ether.
Hope this works.
Uh-oh.
I'm not entirely useless. I see you opening.
Wrong one. Oh. Oh well. If its concept is admitted, I will be certain to reject it. For Constitution, but a fail for if its concept is submitted, I will be certain to reject it. That is crazy. Oh, come on. Laptop shut down on me.
Let you take Meteor. Not yet.
Okay, there we go. Yes, I know I barely died. Oh, shoot. I wasn't even paying attention. And it's on me.
Out of my way.
Be gone.
I mean, like I said, I'm still at this stage. I was still learning classes, but I was focusing mainly on Paladin.
Be gone.
I did not master all the classes until, well, let's just say that the mastery of all the classes was a priority right after Endwalker.
Out of my way.
And then before, and this was literally the moment Endwalker ended. Well, yeah, we'll play on words, but literally the moment that we averted the final days, me and Mary officially started being together, and that's when I started traveling the multiverse again. Hence, me meeting you guys again. Well, not again, but you know.
I see you opening.
Have a taste.
Out of my way.
Oh, yeah.
I see you opening.
Nope, it has not.
Have a taste.
I see you opening. I see you opening.
Okay. I need to know which commands are which. Alright. I think I'm missing one action. Damn it. Yup. Yeah, I didn't have it then. Alright. And here we are. Wait, hold up. Winged Defiance. Hermes.
So, it comes to this. I have no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
I'm even having a headache now trying to retell you this story.
I will have the time and tranquility I require.
Alright. I need to focus now.
Dust and gale, gather to me! Ancient breath, unleash your power!
This may sting. Try to.
Dancing winds,
I'm not
pierce
entirely
my
useless.
foe!
Have at you.
Stars on high, fall as rain!
Nope. Sorry. That's why I needed an eject. To stop that fucker from being able to buff his own damage.
Streams of ether, surge as one!
Speak off!
I'm not entirely useless.
Dancing winds, pierce my foes!
I see you opening.
Nope. Not happening.
I see you.
Stars on high, all is rain! Even when transformed, but I am not finished yet.
There we go.
No,
So,
my power.
all I'm gonna say is now prepare your heart. Also, the reason for the ability Interject was to stop him from using True Bravery, which would give him a ridiculous damage buff that could potentially party wipe us. Or rather, even kill me too as the tank. Jin, you here? Jin. Buddy. Bro. Okay, good. Wanted to make sure. Get ready. Alright. Stay awake this time.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Here we go.
Meteion, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing.
I should have told him
Was
to
there
stop.
happiness in those distant stars?
It was at this point I should have stopped him, even if it
Was
meant
there
lopping his head off.
a reason for living?
You fool. How could there be?
We conducted our search as per your instructions.
Especially with no one left alive from all those dead
We
planets.
scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful.
She has become entropy personified.
We will make our nest at the edge of the universe. And there, in the dark of dead worlds, hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
Shit.
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does not stand to reason
that we too should be discarded.
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say
Sorry, Jin,
that
but you're not going to be able to do that.
Let us settle this with a determination.
Just keep watching.
In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a
Just
judgment
watch.
on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified,
I'm being serious. Just
he will
watch.
surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start.
Like I said,
As
just
with
keep...
all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Shit.
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmett Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events, and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteon!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with, not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can take your place.
We
You
understand.
must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
A weakness. Well, it's his job to spot weaknesses in ether.
Almost!
Shit.
Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Damn it, Hermes. Ugh. Me and Mary both took the hit at the same time. Because Hythlodaeus is too weak to take a hit at all, or else he'd die.
Too brave by half.
The confluence wasn't there.
Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
No.
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate.
Us.
Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen.
We appreciate you too, you bright,
There's no
pragmatic
time!
bastard.
Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Damn it, Emmett!
Final
You just had
process
to
complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
He had to have the last word.
Go, Argos!
Yes, he did. That he fucking did. He got the best of us at that point. I genuinely had to give it to him. Why do you... That's why I call him a right bastard every time he's mentioned.
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
You can see now why I appreciate Emmett Selk as a character.
Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations?
So, yeah, well, he doesn't exist no more. He's just an empty soul now in the ethereal sea. But this is why I haven't mentioned any other races outside of the ones that live on the Source and the Loppers that live on the moon, as well as the Reflections. There's still on Earth beings, well, beings who live on Aetheris, despite it being a reflection. Because technically we are the last living pieces of living civilization in the entirety of this universe. All the more reason to treasure it. All the more reason why I treasure Eorzea, Aetheris. We are truly the last lights of life. We have each other. We have each other.
And yet... I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence. And the place where to we must go.
Vana left a tracking charm on her.
Ere she made good her escape,
spell.
I placed an enchantment upon her.
Enchantment, there you go.
One which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emmett Selk and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
So, not only that, but it is important that even Vana remembered. And that's why she became Hydaelyn. She knew of what would happen. And she had prepared it all. All far in advance for us. To help shape us. To make sure that we became who we are now. Well, I was the welcomed variable that was unforeseen. Yeah. So, what now?
What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catesis Hyperborea, where the others should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case...
Send Argos.
I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
This time I'm allowed to do this. Via Vana as the conduit.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me.
Still as loud as ever.
I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Vinar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Vinar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress as well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Vinar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Remember that, Jin. Remember that.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
So, quite literally, yes. The memories that are forgotten are returned entirely
Let us
upon
rest,
passing.
if only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
It's practically like that saying, lives flashing before your eyes at your moment of death. Huh? Well, your life flashing before your eyes at your moment of death. And now we must return. Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it likely he will create more entelekis. He poured much of himself into Meteon, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He will believe that, had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then Nemetia would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fandaniel. So funny thing, it's like history did not change at all. That's actually the most funniest part. Truly, history did not change. Because Vanas still remembered and still became Heidelin, guiding all of the previous people who were blessed with the Echo forward up to the point when Mary, her warrior of light, came to this point. And everything else still happened as it should have. Alright, we'll call it here. We'll get some rest, and then tomorrow I can probably do some more. And we can have the entire weekend in order to do, well, a whole lot more. Right? Oh. Alright. Well, you're off Friday. I still have work Friday. But I'm pretty sure tomorrow after work we could do this again. If my woman would allow it. Oh dear, she sent me a lot of stuff. Alright. Sure, we'll play it by ear, as best we can. Anyways, that's enough for now, and I'm gonna be ending the stream. Peace out, Jin. And if anything, I'll just do a little bit more ChatGPT. And if anything, I didn't get to read everything of what you sent me, so I'll read the rest of that. Night. Because if anything, I don't know, I'm still hoping for a form of miracle for just me and Mary with our child. We still have our own hope. Well, night, Jin.